if we had disease or not. What is this disease then? You are not at ease. You are not at ease. For what? Just because you have allowed yourself to become a wall. See, look at this. If you put a valve in your wall, the flow will take shape. The valve says turn the valve, open the tap, the energy has to flow through and through. We are just a hollow pipe. If you are just a hollow pipe, why are we struggling with disease? We are naturally hollow pipe. There is a auric hole here, there is a auric hole here, there is a pipe that we are all having the same pipe. The design doesn't change whether you believe it or not, whether you trust it or not, whether you have idealisms or not. All of us have the same design, but in varying formats, we are slightly different from each other. The only difference between all of us is the slight chemical balance. The slight difference in our chemical balance. If some people like a certain color, why? The affinity to a certain color means the phosphor in your brain is in slightly different proportions activated. Some people are more visual, some people are auditory, some people are kinesthetic, they like touch. Yes? So we are all slightly different just for the sake of variety. The force says, won't you get bored if everybody is same? We have variety. Now, since we have a variable option of having discretion to make choices in life, we have chosen to express the same ray of light in trillions of ways. We are spread across this planet in multiple ways, but we are still figuring out how to experience the unity within. I am here at this beautiful space, it's the Unity Church. What does this mean? If all of us are scattered, fragmented, moving away, how are we capable of nurturing this energy, collating this energy, gathering this energy, and experiencing this profound nuclear device? We are having this nuclear device. You need to get first the master in place, grasp it, make sure this is throbbing commander in alive mode with clear command. The commander gives a clear signal, all the atoms in this body are ready to come together. Now, is it so hard for us to gather? Often if we see, there's a concept of analogy called the master herder. He's herding the sheep. In the evening when he wants to go home, he makes a call. All the sheep come to him. Yes or no? The master herder is the commander. He says, come my way, everything comes. Same way, the master herder is here, the commander is here. When he says come up, all the atomic force sends a transmission signal, and here you will experience unity. This is the way of the design. Whether you are a believer or not, whether you are trusting this process or not, eventually all of us at some point in the life will experience this. Now, it's not difficult. The greatest truths are simplest. What does it mean? You don't have to read all the philosophies, all the powerful analogies and belief systems. You just need to have a clear, the purified thought inside you that you are capable of igniting this body, coming alive in this elemental force. See, we are fine unless we come in the way. What are we coming in the way for? There is an obstacle we place, and that obstacle is fear. We are victims of our own devices. Where does the fear come from? We, as babies, we are fearless. Fear was introduced to us. Watch out, strangers. Watch out, danger. We've been told. So always, this is, if you see, why are the kidneys the carrier of most of our fear memories? It is easy for us to release. What happens when you're very scared? You go take a leak. Yes or no? Yes, that means you can diffuse the fear. Easy way. So, why are we not doing it? Yes, so that means look at the design. Even the fear can be dissolved. Fear can be dissolved simply. Why are we holding back? We say, no, wait, there must be some divine intervention. I will wait for that white light to come. Just do not wait for any magical intervention. Please remember, there is a conspiracy. This conspiracy is for our favor. The conspiracy of the masters is that they are waiting for you to crack the code. But they are going to assist you in a very strange way. First, they give you problems. Yes? If they give you, unless they give you a suffering and a problem, you are going to lie on the couch forever. Yes? You know, there was an advertisement in India. So, a guy is sitting with a huge, powerful, big, this, what do you call those? When you go to a movie hall, you get this popcorns. Yes, you remember popcorn. Okay. He's sitting with the popcorn. After heavy duty eating, the popcorn is actually resting on his belly. It has become the dining table. Now, if all of us are going to do away with dining tables and convert our pot belly into dining resting area, how difficult life can be. You getting me? I met one astrologer from India. He told me, look, I was a very simple, flat-bellied guy. People loved me too much. Their love for me is so much that they want this to become my dining table. You're getting me? So please remember, watch out. This is going to tell you the story of your life. If you're going to feed on greed, you can save on your dining table. Most of us have fed a greed. How much do we need in life? Very simple understanding. The way wisdom says, this is the size of your stomach. You can eat only 1/3 if you want to experience it as energy. Maybe just for fun's sake, had half of it. If you're going to eat a fistful of food, just the fistful of food, and allow this body to digest it fully, you will be light as ever. But what we have done, we have an elastic nature. Yes, we want to eat all you can. If you want to eat all you can, drink all you can, you just play around with the meter inside you. The meter says, just when it drops to the other extreme, see, simple example. Most people on this planet today are so-called endowed enough to consume 3,200 calories of energy every day through food. You know how much energy it takes to burn 3,200 calories? 21 kilometers, half a marathon of running. Are you ready for a half marathon every day? How dare we eat all that cheese? Yes? We have only intake. Output is not happening. The simple equation in life is, what are you putting in? What are you doing with it? If you are a martial artist, if you are a runner, if you are a mountain climber, if you are tremendously spending energy, then you have the luxury of storing it. Yes? You're going to consume it. Yes? If you're not going to consume, why do you need so much energy? One of the simplest, easiest ways to come back to health is fasting. You getting me? Simplest ways. Fasting is not sitting in front of the table with the food in front of you and waiting for the clock to hit. Many of these religious fasting methods are very strange. First fasting, then feasting. Yes or no? They wait for the day to come for a feast. It's going to come soon. Yes, feasting time. Yes. So what happens to us? If all the cells inside us are going to come back with vengeance, trust me, you will bloat double the size of it. Yes or no? So don't ever put your cells in vengeance mode. Just by remembrance that you don't need so much for actually consumption. That means energy is not by food. Food is not energy. Food is converted energy. Do you agree? Yes. When you eat your food, how does it feel? Heavy. Yes or no? You can't move an inch. Yet we have the audacity to question how energy can be received from food. Simple as it. See, if you eat just salads or fruits, 20 minutes digestion time. How much? 20 minutes. If you're going to eat pork or beef, 4.5 hours. Now, do you have the capacity? As you become progressively catabolic in nature, the stomach is going to take longer for you to digest. Yes, longer and longer. Eventually, it loses its capacity to digest, and all you have is a extraordinary fermented intestine sending crap signals up there. Yes, the first sign, this is mini brain. You know how many cells in the gut? 100 billion. How many cells here? Almost similar. You getting me? So now there is a constant interaction between this brain and the mini brain. If, see, in a clear brain flow, see, I'll give an example to you. It may make little sense. One man was trapped inside a cave by design. How the doctors made him trapped and studied him. What happens to the brain? They just closed the mouth of the cave. The brain went into hypersensitive mode. First of all, it switched off all the supplies to unnecessary part of the organs. That means brain went to optimal mode. The brain knows that unnecessary organs which are not required for now means more use of energy, optimization. So the brain went into hyper mode for finding solution. All the energy was used for solution. The breath became shallow because there is not enough oxygen inside the trapped cave. You see how intelligence is? We all are. Just we don't have circumstances. You know, in India, we have lot of snakes. Most of the people die of snake bite not because of the venom, but because of fear. You getting me? The fear is enough. You know what happens in one raging fear? The nerve impulses send signal across the body. In few seconds, your entire nervous channel is clogged. That's what it happens when a snake bites you, venomous snake. You getting me? Your nervous channel is blocked. So basically, what is happening is we are overindulged in fear. Fear has almost become like a huge factory inside us. We are nervous energy. We are so brittle that we are waiting for a disaster to happen by preempting it. Preempting a disaster. How do we think? Are we in control of life? Are we sure what's going to happen tomorrow? How much of insurance is enough? How much of assurance is enough? How much of security is enough? How much of risk management is enough? Can tomorrow be a grand, powerful day? You don't know, right? Yet we live with this hope, faith that tomorrow is going to be bright because today I worked on myself. Yes? If you do not focus on serving yourself at this moment, trust me, tomorrow will be a disaster. Most people assume that tomorrow I am going to prepare for meeting. They have done everything about the presentation but not worked on this. I have seen people with extraordinary compulsive disorder, OCD, obsessive. They arrange the sofa, they arrange the pillows, they arrange curtains, cloth, all the carpet, everything is spick and span, beautiful except this body. Aren't you the host? How is your state? Are people going to only look at your pillows and decide how welcoming you are? Yes? What about you? No, we are bloated. We have decided that we are aged beyond capacity. We can't do anything about this. Let's make everything around it look nice. Yes or no? So what happens to us? We look defeated. See, we look for friends. Somebody told me the best way to feel good about our own fatness is to choose a friend fatter than us. So it makes us feel, okay, I'm fine. So why are we unable to grasp the simplest nature within us is that the body has a simple dynamics. What's the difference between a sumo wrestler and this body? I have less water than him. That's all. Yes? He has stored lot of food, converted finally into energy. What way? Through fat. What is inside the fat? Water. Yes or no? So, the more thicker you become, more water retention. All you need to do is put a surgical incision, take away all the water. That's what people are trying to do. No, that's not a solution. Increase the fire in you. You have power of breath. You can increase the fire in you. It won't take, initially it may be an effort. But people don't want to take that small little effort to convert the fire inside them into extraordinary heat which can burn the fat. You don't need surgical intervention. You don't need to take pills to feel good or to burn fat. You have the power. I can demonstrate to you in how simple this routine is to get the fire inside you. You will, every part of your body will throw out this unnecessary water stored. So please remember, unless you have the ability to dissipate all the excesses. See, there is a thin line between excess versus abundance. Abundance is availability of resources at the point of need. When you have a need, how much do you need? Just one fistful of grain inside you. The more further away you complicate food, if you see all these gourmet style restaurants, the chef takes a tomato, makes it into the blackest black. Yes or no? Grills it, makes it look, you can't even recognize it anymore. Yes? Now, you're going to take a really enriched tomato out of the plant, make it into the darkest dark and consume it. What is going to happen to you? Yes? So we have this fancy notion that food can be played around. See, how much time do we spend on actually digestion? First choice. Is the food reaching from here to here? You know how much time? 7 seconds. How many? 7 seconds. In 7 seconds, food is dropped from the mouth into the stomach. Now, what did you do with the food? If the digestion is unclear, you will retain the more and more of the food in the intestine. So this fermented food here is going to be continuously bothering us. If you cut open most of the people on this planet and check how much fermented food they have stored. You getting me? So, and if you want to have a clear spark in your brain with clarity, you need to have clear gut. So before we talk big long drawn topics on spirituality, on belief systems, on all this philosophy, idealisms, lofty ideals, first make sure you are clear in your gut. Yes, this is one of the principal reasons why we fall sick. The simplicity of that is it reflects in even the thought form. It reflects in your ideas. Most people says, I don't know what's going to happen to me. Just for the reason that your gut is not engaged. See, women are supposed to have much more intent and ideas of intuition. You know why? The simple reason is that we have ability to feel. The women have the ability to feel more than just thinking. Once you get a notion inside you, a strong sense of feeling, you see your heartbeat is connected to it. You can see it's like how an animal inside, just a tsunami is going to come. The animal knows because of the sense of smell, the vibrations in the body. Yes or no? So we are far away from nature.